welcome back to more DML. We have got part 1 / chapter 1 of the new castle event in the Divine Fest event, so we will be going through this morning. Of course, for any newer players, just general tips with castle events, but of course, the point of playing this castle event is to get the Divine Pangu dragon pieces and unlock the new epic Porcelain dragon. So, we do have new Dungeon Week as well, so don't forget about that, because we can still collect Divine tickets, but we've got Divine Party Drama. So, look at this, Dad. We've got some sort of weird letter in the mail. This writing. Could it be dragon language? I've rarely seen anything like these scrawlings. If the porcelain dragon scratching at our door is any indication, I think we may be getting summoned somewhere. Right. Yeah, nothing like being positive, Ned. So, in this event, you'll see that for level 1, 2, 3, and 5, we have Divine tickets as rewards, which is decent. We've got some season points at level 4, and then at level 6, that is where the epic Porcelain dragon is obtainable from. So to get Porcelain, you need to get to level 6 and find the key on level 6, and then you will unlock Porcelain. So that's my goal. But the other goal for this event is opening up every single chest from part 1 and part 2, and then you can get your hands on the Divine Pangu dragon, who's a Divine Plant and Earth dragon. I already have this guy, so I don't need to get him again. But Porcelain, definitely want, because it's part of a collection. So, where are we? If I'm not mistaken, perhaps this is a habitat of the Eastern Divines, but it's not one I've ever seen. The Porcelain dragon keeps giving us a sly sort of look. I think it wants us to follow it. So this is going to be level 1, and the first couple of levels are normally pretty straightforward. But we are going to take on this Porcelain boss. Look at the little baby Porcelain as well. Ah, how cute. So, I brought you 3 here at the behest of the Eastern Divines. They seem quite fond of you, but first, a test. Oh, it's looking at us quite intently. I bet it wants to battle. Somehow, you're always right. Correct. And so for this, we do have dragons here. We've got Erlang Shen, so we can still use our Mass Blessing. But you can use any of your dragons for this fight, so it should be easy. Good show! Your invitation to the Divine Party has officially been accepted. I will be your guide. Every dragon knows humans can't be trusted by their lonesome. Well, thanks for the battle, Porcelain Dragon, but I'm still not sure what we're doing here. Well, apparently there's a party. I'll take a party any day of the week. And so now we come up to our first sort of option of which way to go. We also do have these special maps. I don't know why the water's... Oh my goodness, those fish are fast. Did you see that? They went zoom in. Look at them! Look at them go! Oh my. Well, those are some fast fishies, boy. But it's going to be cheaper for us to go through the pathways that we can do the battles in. Because if you can do the battles, you don't have to pay stepping stones to get to the next tile. So you'll always see me try and prioritize going through the battle tiles instead of the ones that we have to pay for. And that's always been the case for castle events, probably always will be. But keep it in mind for some of the later tiers, because it's probably going to get quite spicy and probably quite complicated later on. So here we are, we're going to open up this chest here. Does it have the key? The answer is no, so that means that we're going to have to go and open up the second chest on this level, and then we will get the key to the next level. So let's move to the next level, get the treasure behind the gate. So there is a small chance of finding the key in every first chest that you open, and for every chest that you open up on every level, the chance of getting the key out of it increases, but the location of the key is random for everyone, as in it's generated, the chance sort of rolls as you open a chest. So, wherever I find my keys is not going to be where you find yours. It's random. Anyway, it sure is pretty here, but it feels sort of otherworldly, like we're not on Earth. A perfect place to take a breather from our earthly responsibilities, I suppose. It's weird not to feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders when divines are involved. Come now, enough dawdling, we must pay our respects to our hosts. Okay, Porcelain, I'll meet you there. And there are our first 10 divine tickets. So now, we head on over to level 2. But just quickly before that, do note that we've got all these quests to do, which we will be doing in a second. But usually level 6 tends to take around 2 days to finish off. Level 5 somewhere between a day and a half. So most of the event time usually is spent in level 5 and 6. but you still want to be getting to those levels as quickly as possible. So that means you want to find the keys as quickly as possible too. Wow, what a fantastic grand hall, and look at all the dragons wandering around. Welcome, welcome! Say, you humans must be important if you've been invited to our little party. Oh, not really. Did you just speak to that dragon, my boy? Oh yeah, I remember Ned's got the ability, doesn't he? Scary, scary. But we have run out of event currency now, but we will go and collect some more in a second. It does look like there are a lot of pathways here at the moment, and I have not calculated the maps for the pathways yet, so I won't be able to give you the cheapest path costs right now. But, you know, when I get those image files from the wiki and go through them, then hopefully I'll be able to know for 100% definite which ones are going to be the cheapest. But, I don't know, it might look like the center ones. At least there's lots of fights that we can do. So now we need to go and do these quests at the bottom here. So collect gold, collect food, breed dragons, feed dragons, win battles, catch creatures. So, first of all, collecting gold. Super easy. Collect the gold from your habitats. Then, for the collecting food, you can either, for the first sort of tiers, you can put in hour-long food. But I kind of like putting in squarey berries, which are the 6-hour food. Because, one, they're really good for food production. And two, since the event does have 6-hour resets, like always, you can keep in time with the resets if you set 6-hour food, but it does depend when you can log in and all that sort of thing. Then we've got feeding dragons and collecting the creatures, which you'll see the little ruby creatures flying around. Click those for the creature collection quest. But the feeding dragons, make sure you hatch a new dragon and then feed that up so that you waste the smallest amount of food possible, because you don't want to be wasting food if you can help it. So there we go, I've gotten all of my points for food, and then the only one that normally really causes any problems is the breeding quest, which for now you can probably just breed war dragons and you'll be good to go, up to a certain point at least, because we've got fire and we have metal. I'm not sure if the breeding is broken like it was for the other event, I hope not, but for now we can breed war dragons, and with VIP that's a 4-hour 47-minute cooldown, and you know, we get the points that we need. So I'm just going to do it to keep in time with the event timer. Because again, if you've got to log in every 6 hours and do all the quests, if you try and time it all around about the same time, you should be fine. Then the other one that we've got is the winning battles quest. I also feel like my throat is going croaky. And so for this, for the winning battles quest, either you can do your regular map battles, you know, blue map fights count, instant winning also counts. You can also do arena fights and they'll also give you points for it. So if you do start to run out of energy and say you don't have many portal gems to use, or you want to save them for the later tiers, just do the arena and then you don't have to waste any portal energy. That way you can get your arena stuff done, you can get some arena gems, and then you can also do your map battles and get all your blue map quests done. You know, it's about trying to maximize the amount of resources you can get from everything in the game. So that is done. The only other one that we can do at the moment would be the creature collections. So the main problem with the creature collections is sometimes they don't spawn very consistently. Sometimes restarting the game helps, but looks like we don't need to do it for now. So now we've got 1200 currency. So let's go and take on Nezha, this big boofy boy. I was gonna say buffy boy, but sure, boofy. Ned, human, is that you? Oh, I've missed you very much, my friend. Nezha dragon? I didn't think I'd get to see you again after I ran in with the Cronosian divines. How about we celebrate our reunion with a battle? This is a party after all. Well, if it's for a friend, then I'll do it. That's the spirit, Ned. But you know, these boss fights, you shouldn't really have a problem with them. In general, at least I'd hope not. Ah, that was great. I feel stronger after battling with you. Actually, Ned Human, I was wondering if you could stay by my side during the party. Oh my goodness, is Nezha confirmed gay? My master is here and I want to show them how much I've grown, but I don't want to appear too eager. It's 100%, this is new canon now. You know, we've had Eliza and Arya. This is it. This is the other couple. This is why Ned's never got a girl. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's my canon. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I'll help you out. See, it's the good old where it's like, hey, can you pretend to be my boyfriend? Haha. It's like, yeah, you ain't really pretending, are you? Yeah, you aren't pretending at all. Anyway, that's my DML lore for today. It looks like the right-hand side path here is cheaper than the left-hand side for whatever reason. Again, I'm not sure if going to the right, the full right or full left is going to be cheaper. So I haven't done the maps yet, but I'm going to take a gamble at going through the center. If it's the most expensive, blame me for sending you the wrong way, but, you know, it is very important to follow the map guides because they are so useful for determining which paths are the cheapest. But, you know, it's the first few minutes of the event, not all of the resources are out yet, and not all the calcs have been done yet. I'm sure someone's done them, maybe through leaks or whatever, but I prefer to physically see the event first and confirm that, you know, what we're actually trying to calculate is the real event. But, you know, hopefully they'll be done soon and I can share them with everyone, and then you can pick the quickest ways to get through the event. So let's go open up this chest. Will we get super lucky and get it in our first chest? I'm gonna say no. No, of course not. Why would we? You know, it's very unlikely on every level that you're gonna get the key in your first chest. It's just the way that it is. But like I said, the more chests you open up on every level, the more likely it is that you're going to find the key. The key to the event is finding the key as quickly as you can. But don't ask where anyone else got it, it's random. So asking where your brother Ben got it from isn't going to help. Asking where I got it from isn't going to help you. Because all that you're basically asking, where did you find the key? It's like, I found it here. But that doesn't actually help anyone. So, if anything, all that you can really do is wish everyone else and yourself good luck with finding the keys yourself. Hoping for some nice RNG rolls, but it doesn't always work out like that. But let's open our second chest. What do we get? Not a key. So we're going to have to open up some more chests on this level. And from the looks of it, it's probably going to be better. Even though that way is cheaper, there are 2 chests on this side. So, it's tempting to go this way, even though obviously the right-hand side looks like overall the cheaper pathway. But we'll see. We'll see. We've also got a battle that we can skip through here on that side, but not this one. So, they do try and calculate the pathways based on, you know, battles that are there. How many chests are on one side versus the other. So, picking the cheaper pathways after calculating them, that's the best way to finish off quickly. But we're going to be stuck at level 2 for now, so now I'm going to have to wait 6 hours before we can get some more currency, so that we can actually continue on with the event. But it does last a full week, but if you're going to miss 1 reset a day, it's probably looking unlikely you'll be able to finish. I don't think it'd be impossible with just 1 reset a day, so if you miss the nighttime reset. But you'd be cutting it incredibly close. And so that's also going to come down a little bit to, you know, key RNG. Because if you end up finding the key on the final chest every level, probably going to have a bad time. But, you know, that's the event for now. That's the quick, easy introduction for everyone. Again, we've seen castle events many times before. We had a castle event not that long ago. And it's the same sort of gist. It's nothing special. The same as before, but remember we've got 2 castle events coming during this Divine Fest, and you need to fully clear out both of them if you want Pangu. So, I hope that anyone that's unfamiliar with these events now sort of understands what's happening, but like I said, we are going to be getting more Divine tickets, so more Divine tickets means more chances at getting Holy Talismans for the various dragons in the event, but don't forget that we have dungeon currently going on. This dungeon, well, you know what, I'm just going to skip it because we're here, why not? I know I've been talking about dungeon quite a few times recently, but it is important during this event because it's 4 weeks of dungeon, but it's incredibly important that you are grinding it if you want those the best reward dragons, because if you don't grind the dungeon, you're not gonna get the super rewards. Like, maybe other people that are grinding the dungeon, they might get Freya, and they might get Chang, and they might get the other 2 dragons. But if you're not grinding the dungeon as much as you can, you're not gonna get the rewards. This dungeon, however, from my initial, let's say, explorations inside it, we start off with some plant dragons, but then it quickly changes over to a lot of energy dragons, and then we're going to run into the same problems as last week, that any dragon that has burnout, any dragon that has void, that zucks up all of your buffs, is really bad. It's really bad for us, because they basically one-shot your dragons. So, this is going to be another dungeon week where the beginning phase, you're going to have to be very careful if you want to make sure you don't just get one shot. Of course, if you're like me and you don't pay attention, you'll probably just get one shot and then be like, where did that come from? Oh yeah, it was the wind-up dragon that just spawned in. Like, there's one here. And remember, if you are trying to watch out for specific elements, you can click on the dragon and check what skill they have. This one has Power of Thunder, so we do not have to be scared of him. So I'm actually going to use this opportunity to buff up instead of attacking. And then we can try and clear out the other dragons as quickly as we can. But then some more energy dragons are going to spawn in. But luckily they also tend to have fire, some of them. So they'll opt to use fire sometimes instead of energy. But that's not going to happen every time. Not going to happen every time. And sometimes if you're not careful, a dragon's just going to spawn in and you're going to die. So, I don't know. I said I was going to try and wait for a good dungeon week to try and grind out lots of tickets. But if last week sucked, if this week sucks, and the week after sucks, when is it not going to suck? So, yeah, at this point, I might just end up grinding this one anyway, because I'm not far enough in to have hit all of the other set of dragons, but, you know, as we get a higher KO count, we'll end up getting there. So, now, I've checked this Aurora, and you can see he does have burnout. I'm not sure if we can one-shot him. We can. No! Oh, I was going to do a perfect hit. I had no idea that right-clicking my mouse counted as an attack. I have played DML for 6 years and I never knew this. Well, the more you know. So this Robo-Cluck, unfortunately, also has burnout, as we can check. So I'm going to buff up to make sure that buff stays on, and we are going to try and take out Robo-Cluck as well. So, you know, this is going pretty good so far. But what do you have? Shuriken, he has Power of Thunder. So again, that is a safe dragon. Safe boy, so we can use this to buff up, we can use this to heal. And this is what you have to do during those scary phases. For any of the scary phase times, you're going to be forced to take it slow and not push your luck too much. Because if you take out one of the other dragons and then they immediately spawn in, you're not going to get the chance to attack it, and you might just get one shot. And I don't know about you, but I don't like getting one shot. Let's take the chance here. Let's see what spawns in. We got Pigsy. Okay, we're lucky there. So Borealis also has burnout now, so we're going to have to try and take out Borealis. And this is a situation where we don't actually have a lot of attack, so I don't know how we're going to deal with this. We might not even be able to take him out here. And I would like to keep the shield on myself, but I'm going to try and prioritize actually defeating the dragon. Erlang Shenny Wenny, can you do it? No, he can't do it. So will we get destroyed? Let's see. Let's see how we go. We could also hope for him to use his other ability instead. So let's go. You're gonna kill me? Yep, he's gonna one-shot him. So that's an example of what can happen. When you're at lower KO counts, there's not really a whole lot that you can do about it, to be honest, apart from just say your prayers. But as long as we can take him out sort of this turn, then he won't take out Nezha and Erlang, and at least they can get a few more KOs in before we have to restart again. But, you know, This is just DML dungeon. It's getting used to it, getting used to the rhythm, getting used to the dragons, and learning what sort of things to expect from each enemy dragon. But, you know, grinding, and more grinding is definitely what you should be doing. Even if your dungeon team sucks, it's still better for you to at least try and get something out of it rather than nothing. So, highly recommend you do it. And if you're going to be asking about what sort of, or what to do regarding the chests in the dungeon runs as you're going through, don't open the last few blue chests, but you can pretty much open the other chests that spawn in. But the blue ones towards the end, just sort of ignore those and just go straight for the purple chest at the end. Because I think someone calculated that roughly if you want to get the dragons out of this event to get Freya, you're going to need to open up the purple chest about 25 times. Which, over 4 weeks, is doable. If it was 25 times in 1 week, that's a little bit that's a bit oofy. You know, we used to do that during Endless Dungeon, but doing it during this version of Dungeon, yeah, I don't know about that one. But, yeah, the general idea is just do as many fights as you can. There's not really much else to it. But you'll see that now some plant dragons and such will start spawning in, so we'll have to deal with some more planters, and the enemies will start getting to a really high level, like this dragon that just spawned in, level 147. Like Burger's 128, 143, 147. And considering our dragons were only level 100 with enchantment stars, they're a very high level. Because that's what dungeon is like now, since they nerfed it into the ground. But, you know, we're learning to live with it, learning to deal with it. Although I wish I didn't have to. But we're going to get destroyed in a second because of this plant absolutely decimating us. So, let's just go for a quick couple of KOs. And Dragon Fury is not useful to us because Dragon Fury, unfortunately, doesn't, I guess it doesn't scale is the word that I'm looking for. It doesn't scale with sigils, unfortunately. So, that kind of sucks. But, you know, I do hope that one day they make Dragon Fury actually useful again. Because sometimes it just feels kind of lame having it there as just a pointless thing. It does help early game when you don't have sigils yet. But otherwise, it's kind of bad. But anyway, we've just done that run. You know, we've got a few more KOs. Kind of sucked that we lost Ikez. But we'll be at the purple chest very soon, which means we've still got 6 days and 18 hours of grind to be doing. So like I said, probably better off you can take all of these mini chests, but when you get to sort of, like, don't open up that blue chest, don't open up that one, and that one, probably avoid that one as well, and just ignore those blue chests, maybe the final green one as well. Well, I guess the green one there, but maybe this one. But just going for the multi-open chest is going to be your best bet. So you want to be here and grinding this purple chest as quickly as possible, as many times as possible. That way you can get lots and lots of divine tickets. You will see lots of people on the leaderboard. Well, looks like my leaderboard isn't working. There we go. But you will see lots of people gemming through this now. So you can sort of compare where you're doing to everyone else. Because you will see lots of people gemming because it's a divine event. But main goal is to get to 1250 KOs as quickly as you can. Which, probably not going to get there unless you gem. Be honest, it's not really practical outside of that. So good luck. I do hope you have the dungeon team for it to continue the grind, and I hope you don't get many burnout enemies that will just destroy your butthole. But for now, you know, those are the main things that are happening this week. We will also be having a breeding blitz, but it's not really a very good one for Dark Ice, so I think it's like a less than a 1% chance, and there's just under 80 outcomes for it, so I'm going to ignore that. But, you know, for now, I do wish you the best of luck. Make sure you're logging in every 6 hours, doing your dungeon, and doing the castle event quests. But until next time, I do hope you can join me again then.